So we are on down to round number 5, heat 3. It'll be FPVSlacker, MrGeekFPV, AK Honky, and MrGeekFPV here, respectively in those chair positions. So they've got their drones set up and placed. They're back to the flight line. It'll be FPVSlacker still working on placing his quad, getting the video out there, getting things up and running. So many things that can go wrong on these quads, all the moving parts, the speeds that they're moving, the batteries, the charge that they're pulling, and then it's crashing into the ground. Even a good landing out here at the Jim Creek RC Park can be a death knell for that drone, as there are stumps and twigs and all sorts of hazards out there that can ruin your day as a drone pilot. A cracked prop, any kind of wires that get cut by a stray branch, anything can do it that can end your day if you don't have a backup drone, as you saw FPV Drift did have his. Luckily, he's out hunting for his first one right now. Kind of an interesting event to have happened there. We have not seen that before, so maybe a problem with a fail-safe on that, and those things are meant to prevent those sorts of things from occurring. Either way, it's FPVSlacker on his way back from the flight line. Everything seems to be up and working, and the other 3 pilots just about up and ready to go. Okay, it looks like we do have 4 pilots ready, and with their spotters, I believe I'm not sure if the spotters are out there. We do have the spotters, and it looks like we are ready to race. Yeah, do the thing.
Oh, okay.
Get thumbs up.
Oh, sorry.
Let's do false start.
I didn't mean to click it.
You're so excited.
Sensitive mouse, man.
Yeah, false start the race. There you go. Now you should. So, racers ready. Spotters ready. You got spotters? Hello. Yes.
On the tone.
On the tone. So we're just about ready to race here. And it is a start. So Mr. Geek is left at the starting gate. Everyone left him behind there. It's 3 quads in the air right now. Not sure what happened to him there. And it's a collision out on the S turn, split S as well, between AK Honky now in the dirt here. He got mixed up with, look like Smwok out there. So right now, it's FPVSlacker and Smwok are the 2 sole survivors out on the track right now. This will have a definite bearing on how we go forward with the season results. So Smwok, Mr. Geek back into the air, or up into the air, I should say. He wasn't up before. AK Honky now is going to be incumbent upon him to get his quad going, and indeed, he launches it like a rocket straight up into the air. We have 4 drones racing once again. So right now, it's Mr. Geek, Smwok, and FPVSlacker that have all got 1 lap. Actually, Mr. Geek has got a bonus lap on there as he was near the gate, I believe. So you got to erase that first lap on him. I think you right-click it. I'm not sure. We'll deal with it later. So the timing computer's got a little bit of a misinformation in it. As we listen to that, we'll have to discern who is where. Right now, it's a close race in the corkscrew. And Mr. Geek should be a couple of laps ahead, so he should be at least 1 lap down there. Right now, it's showing Smwok with 3 laps. And 8 seconds ago, Mr. Geek has once again found trouble. He's in the ground with just static, so that one should be it for him. He should be, that should do it. And the tone has sounded. Everyone through the gate now. FPVSlacker has finished his race. It's Smwok and AK Honky who's now found trouble again. AK Honky into the dirt. So a lot of carnage out there on this race for sure. We'll have to keep an eye on AK Honky to see if he can get it back up there. So SMWOK FPV finishes it up. and Mr. Geek still out on the ground. So we need to see if AK Honky, with 30 seconds left, if he can get that back up into the air. All eyes are on him. There is some movement there, so there is hope for him. So we're 47 seconds past the race time. And a little bit of motion, but doesn't look like it's quite going to be enough. And there is 1 minute past the race time. That's it for AK Honky. Unfortunately, he was unable to finish his race. Okay, and the results of round 5. We're all through 5 rounds. Now it's round 5, heat 3. MrGeekFPV takes that one 4 laps at 2:20, 8:20. FPVSlacker listed twice. There was a mix-up in the seating. It was Mr. Geek who did not finish in the place of the third place there in place of FPVSlacker. So FPVSlacker gets the 6 points on the day, 2 laps in just over 2 minutes of time. For the race standings after 5 complete rounds, it's FPV Maverick with an 8-point margin on everybody else on the day. With 2 rounds to go, there's still 20 points in the bag there that people can gain. MrGeekFPV solidly in second at 42. Behind him by 6 points is AK Honky in third. Hazard FPV still in the hunt with 32, with a potential 52 points on the day. Season standings wise, going forward onto that after 5 complete rounds, it's FPV Maverick, followed by MrGeekFPV, the same margin as before, 8 points. And Danboy Manboy within 8 points of Mr. Geek for third. And just behind him, it's AK Honky leaving his quad in the weeds on that one, unable to close the gap between himself and Danboy Manboy. Again, 20 points still on the table with 2 rounds still to go.